Alright, so this is how you would actually enter the airplane. Come up and you put your foot up there. And you come in and you just kind of get in, and there's the cockpit right there. If somebody was sitting in the back, you could sit here. There's actually quite a bit of leg room. And you come in there. Alright, so once you get into the airplane, this is what it looks like actually. So obviously my bag is where the person would be sitting there, namely Ray, who definitely was going to be flying with me. So, and that's basically what it looks like before we actually start up. Alright, so right now we've already started the airplane and I shut the canopy, as you can see. And so what I'm looking at right now is to make sure that all of the gauges are appearing in green. And as you can see, they are. So everything looks pretty good. Nothing's out of the ordinary. There's no real alerts that's actually coming up. So everything's looking pretty good. So we're ready to go. So after I started the plane, what I do is I go through this checklist. And actually I created this checklist myself, which really works really well for me. So I think it's really important that you go through the checklist no matter how well you think you know the plane, because you never know if you're going to miss something. So I think this is really critical for every pilot to do.
Okay, we did all the pre-flights right now, and we're now heading over to terminal. What we do is we check to see if everything's turning. Everything's turning. Here, that's turning, that's turning. Well, there's a taxi via the terminal side, which is the right side. Left side is the...
Okay, not sure what that guy in the golf cart was trying to do to me, but obviously slowing me down. So all I'm doing right now is just taxiing over to the run-up area. What the run-up area is the area that you actually check your engine and check everything to make sure the plane's ready to go before takeoff. Okay, once in a run-up area, what you do is you do what they call a flow check. So you make sure all the circuit breakers are in, and then you turn the fuel pump on. I advance the throttle so that it's 2,000 RPMs. I turn one magneto off and then the other. Make sure there's not more than a 175 drop or 50 in between. Then I cycle the prop 3 times to get the oil kind of going in there. Bring the throttle back to idle, make sure the plane doesn't shut off. And after that, you're pretty much ready to go. I go back to my checklist, make sure I didn't miss anything, call the tower, tell them we're ready to go, and you're pretty much ready to take off.
Okay, here we go. We just got approved for takeoff. And we look to the right over there, make sure they didn't make a mistake. Sometimes you never know. You just never know. The windsock over there.
Oh, you're following us at Aubrey, midfield downwind number 2, runway 31, clear to land.
Okay, here we go. I look at the RPMs and the oil pressure, and they both look good. This up to 59. Maintain a 79. Still, we're late. 1,200, 1,400 feet a minute, 1,500 feet a minute. Unbelievable. That's a fantastic climb ratio.
So at this point, I'm actually making my way over to Half Moon Bay, and what I'm doing is I'm actually listening to what the weather is, and more specifically, what is the wind, so I know which runway to actually land on. So I'm just making my way over there, and you'll see here that I'm kind of making my way there to land on runway 12. Okay, slowed it down here a little bit so we can actually see some of the scenery. It's really pretty airport. Really, obviously, you get the ocean that's right there. So making my way right now to turn to the base, and now I'm turning to final to runway 12, and I'm just concentrating on having a good landing. So now I'm on the final leg here on runway 12, and I'm about to land. So just kind of making sure I pick my spot and have a good landing. Okay, not a bad landing, and now what I'm doing is just relaxing and following this all the way down to get off the runway as fast as I can, make room for other airplanes that are trying to land. So very long runway, but anyway, thanks for watching.